The Los Angeles Coliseum, once home to the Olympic Games and many of the most memorable moments in sports, and also home to the USC Trojans, who are prepared to fight on once again today. A Big Ten showdown coming, conference games where the results will stick with you for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Michigan State Spartans taking on the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Trojans will put total leather and we'll get started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Spartans' offense is going to be backed up thanks to that lackluster return. And this wide receiver, he's the linchpin to the offense. They want to make sure they find a multitude of ways to get in the football.
And it's a risk-reward scenario on defense when you're trying to cover this guy, Reese, because you play man coverage, you risk him running by you and catching deep balls, you play too much zone, and then he can hurt you after the catch. A lot of different ways. This guy is very dangerous.
They believe they can run right here. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Looking for a man. It's Fowler. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
A huge opportunity, guys, for this offense to take over after the fumble recovery and start first and goal. This is a designed run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth-quarter game.
They love to make this short field pay off with... And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And he'll bring it back. And the returner will be dragged down. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And those... so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Follows a good block there, picks up threes out to the 9.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it a little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the ball squirts out deep in their own end. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Quickly to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
He'll pull it down and run. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll do it himself. That's a live ball. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
It's so hard to force fumbles. And when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling. You're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender. But the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down. And the Spartans send out the punt unit. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Sparty's defensive front is dominating. They have a great history of doing that.
Yeah, getting after the quarterback, man. Getting off the football, getting upfield, being disruptive, being a great defense that can stop the run and find the quarterback. Man, that's what you like to see if you're a Spartans fan.
A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they are able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On second down, looking again to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Trojans want to pick up the tempo. Pulls and fires complete. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Quick strike complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
What we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain.
Now, fourth down.
On fourth down, going to the air. And he's got it! Touchdown, USC! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Man, this guy just has a lot of skills when he's toting the rock, doesn't he? He's got speed, but he's also physical. Kind of reminds you of great Michigan State running backs. Guys like Le'Veon Bell or T.J. Duckett. They could run guys over, but once they got in the second level, they could take it the distance. This guy has skills like that.
Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Brings up second down.
Line getting set on second down. Trying play action. Catch in the middle, it's Hope. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. The Spartans want to move quickly.
Really nice job on that throw, just giving his guy an opportunity to catch the ball. It kind of reminds me about Bill Burke, a guy I played against back in the Citrus Bowl when I was playing. He was throwing to Plaxico Burress, and he just kept putting the football in Plax's range. And we just couldn't stop the two of them. They went up and down the field on us all day long throwing it. If you just give your guy a chance like he did right there, I don't know if this defense can stop it.
Looking to pass, it's Fowler. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes the grab. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And this one is anything but routine, a 48-yard attempt from the right hash. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Alabama was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen over the years. Real tied, sure, but this one lacked any real style points. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Wants to fire on 2nd down. It's complete to the left. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. He's going to pass. Finds his tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
He's got it on the right. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
Really nice pass right there. This guy's got a lot to live up to. So much pressure when you think about playing quarterback for the Trojans. Heisman winners, guys like Carson Palmer, Matt Leinart, Caleb Williams. There's a lot of people watching this guy, hoping he can be the next great one at USC. When you see throws like that, it gives you the hope that maybe, you know what, he might just be.
As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Feeling some heat. Escapes trouble. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the tight end. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the 1st down before they finally get him on the ground. The inside handoff. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find it.
We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Ball is at the 3-yard line. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone, but they'll need to move forward here on 4th and short. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Trojans. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart. If you're going to be aggressive with your decision.
Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
And the Spartans will kick it away to start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Off play action. Trying to beat the D deep. Makes the catch down the right side. Nothing but green ahead. Touchdown Southern Cal. And the stomping has commenced.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. Quick pass on the fly motion. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this group, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead.
Yeah, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'd be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
The Spartans will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Slips through the line. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they try to go with draw. They didn't catch the defense blitzing, so it wasn't a great look anyway. But up front, they just got beat regardless. And that back, David, had nowhere to go.
He had nowhere to go, but those offensive linemen, you got to set and you got to invite those defensive linemen up the field and kind of push them by. And you could tell they didn't do that. They didn't create any holes. There was really nowhere for him to go. You got to give him that first little hole, and maybe he can make a move. So the offensive line needs to do a better job.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
This is exactly why third down is practiced every single day. Third and short, third and medium, third and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on third down.
They'll throw it on first down. They're trying to get to it. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him. A little slippery with all those juke moves. The Trojans looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. The option look. Now the toss. Got enough space. Touchdown Trojans. And the beatdown has ensued.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Iowa is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 35 to Oregon. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Nifty little dance step. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. They'll run it from the gun. The pirouette on the run. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets to first down.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
Takes a hit as he fires. Makes the catch on the left. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Pressure coming. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And what an awesome response from the defense. You give up a huge play the play before, and what do you come back? You come back and you get pressure on the quarterback, and you get him on the ground before he can make another big play.
As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Zings it complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And they got him for the sack. And the Spartans will send out the punt unit. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. He'll come out throwing on first down. Get it out on the screen. At the 40, there he goes. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains and the screen pass is effective.
You know, a lot of offensive coordinators out there, a similar situation with a lead like this, they'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They're still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He's looking to throw it. Quickly complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy a Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point in the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
He wants to throw. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, USC! And the route is on. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And he added the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Michigan State 3.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. He's looking to throw. Shoots it to the left. Makes a connection. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little.
The freshman able to get home with the sack.
And I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now, the 7th sack of the game.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Trying to get to him. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. The Spartans decide to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He gets a block. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
On second down, just keeps firing. He makes the connection. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. And the Trojans will hustle to the line. Quarterback checking off. They'll throw it on first down. Got a man. It's Carter. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. The offense in hurry-up mode. He's looking for a man on second down. Caught close to the marker. It's McCormick. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Offenses nowadays know one speed. Be aggressive. Go after it. Even if you've got a lead, you see a lot of offenses do this and take shots and keep making big plays down the field. I like it. Keep it up.
A little release to the back. And oh, did they know that one was coming? They'll knock him down in the backfield. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left.
Timeout, USC.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Trojans! And the punishment has been extended. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive, try to throw the football, and just see what this quarterback can do here at the end of the game to build confidence for the next time they take the field.
Yeah, and there hadn't been much good today. But build confidence, sure, but just show your team you're going to keep fighting no matter what the scoreboard says.
With the clock running, this should be the final play. To the air on first down. Got his man downfield. They'll bring him down as he bulks up those numbers, but not the most important one as they'll come up short in this game. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what